Hey everybody, I just want to wish you a happy Friday, and I want to follow up on my blog post that I did yesterday about why you can't get rid of things that aren't working for you. So if you are new to the page, I am Jennifer Mackey-Mary. I own Apple and Pear Wardrobe Design, and I help women feel stylish no matter where they're at in life, whether you are a new mom, whether you are postpartum, whether you are a stay-at-home mom, whether you're a working woman. Every woman deserves to feel stylish, and it should be easy. Getting dressed should be easy. Going shopping should be fun. This should not be a stressful thing that takes all of our time and makes us feel bad. So style made simple, that's my goal. Anyway, so this week I have been talking a lot about clearing out your closet. And I was on TV on Monday talking about it, and I have been posting all week about reasons that we don't get rid of things, tips on getting rid of things. And today I want to follow up on my blog post from yesterday. Yesterday I posted 5 reasons you can't get rid of clutter, why you can't cut the clutter. And if you haven't read it yet, it's on appleandpearwardrobe.com. You can go check it out. But these are the reasons that I hear all the time from women, right? I spent a lot of money on it. I might need it someday. Oh, this used to be my favorite. That's my favorite one. All these kinds of things. But they really boil down to 2 main groups. Number 1, guilt. Number 2, memories. So I really want to dive into those 2 a little bit deeper today and talk about what they mean and why you should part with them anyway. The first one, let's talk about guilt. We have guilt that we spent money on it. And we have guilt that somebody gave it to us, and we have guilt that we can't wear it anymore. And I'm going to save the third one for the second category about memories, but let's talk about guilt that you spent the money on it. I get it. I really do. Especially, when you have spent a lot of money on things, or when you have bought a lot of stuff that individually didn't cost a lot, but collectively you've spent a lot of money on clothes that you're not wearing. That's a horrible feeling. I used to tell people when they would say, I can't afford your services, I would say, well, go in your closet. Can you pull out clothes, enough clothes that you're not wearing that add up to the cost of my services? And if you can, you can afford it. You're just putting it somewhere else, right? So if you've got things with tags on them, if you have things that you bought and wore once, that you are hanging on to because you spent money on it, that's absolutely ridiculous. And let me tell you why. Your clothes are not Picasso's. They are not going to gain in value by just sitting in your closet unworn. On your deathbed, nobody's going to be like, oh my gosh, she has tons of TJ Maxx sale items. Oh, I can't wait to pass these down to my children, right? They're not worth anything. Clothes inherently aren't worth anything. Now, if you are buying high-end designers, great. Your Chanel jackets will be worth something to pass down to somebody someday. Your Gap t-shirts are not. So if you have a Gap t-shirt that you don't love, leaving it in the closet unworn is not increasing its value. You're never going to get the money back out of it. Here's the thing, and you need to think about this. Your closet is like an ATM, right? The money machine. When you walk up to that machine, how much money is in it means nothing to you, right? Just like your clothes. Your closet, what's in it means nothing to you. The only thing that matters is what you can take out. So if you go to that ATM and it has, I don't know how much money they hold, but let's say $500,000, but you have $200 in your bank account, that's all that matters to you. So when you go up to your closet and you say, oh, I've spent all this money. Okay, but if you can only pull out $100 worth of clothes because that's the only thing that fits and flatters and makes you feel good, you have $100 worth of clothes. Nothing in your closet is going to gain value. Nothing is going to regain its value. Nothing is going to magically happen in that closet to get your money back. It is gone. It is spent. Let it go. The trick is, if you find you bought something that was not a good purchase and it wasn't of value to you, you're not wearing it, get it out of there quickly. Get it out of there while it still has some resale value on eBay or Poshmark or, Facebook yard sale sites, whatever it is. Don't hang on to it for years, because I see so many people go, oh, but this was a lot of money. Yeah, well, 15 years ago, but now it's out of style. Now it's worth absolutely nothing. So get rid of it quickly. The money is not coming back. The trick is not to waste more money. Don't waste more money. I think it's a really good exercise for women to pull out all the clothes that they wasted money on and add them up. And I guarantee you that will give you a little bit of a shock and a little bit of, you'll be scared straight, right? If you actually see how much money you waste. And we have to also remember that wearing our clothes is not wasting money. If you have bought something and you've worn the heck out of it, that is an investment. That is an investment in yourself. You have to be dressed. So just because you bought something and you wore it for 15 years and now you don't, you have gotten your money's worth out of it. Getting rid of it is not a waste of money anymore. So that's the guilt on spending money. Now let's talk about the guilt about giving a gift, right? Guilt because somebody gave it to us. I see that so often in closets. And people say, oh, my mother gave this to me, or my mother-in-law gave this to me. Oh, my sister gave it. I can't get rid of it. I posted the Marie Kondo quote in my blog post yesterday, but basically what it says is the gift is an expression of the giver's feelings. It's not a thing, right? It is an expression of feelings. So think about how the happiness that they had giving it to you. Think about the happiness that you had receiving it. You were receiving their feelings, not just a thing. If it doesn't work for you, that is no reason to hang on to it, right? I tell people, wear it once, take a picture, and then let it go. It's not going to be worth any more to you. It's not going to be worth any more to them. Hanging on to it for years. And I want you to think, have you given clothes as a gift? Did you care if they wore them or not? Did you go in their closets and make sure that they were wearing them, or that they hadn't gotten rid of them? I hope not. And I hope nobody is making you feel like they're going to come in your closet and make sure that you are hanging on to things. If it's not right, it's not right. And there is no reason to hang on to it. I understand that gets a little bit sticky, especially when it's your husband and, oh, you want to make him happy. Wear the thing out to dinner with him once and then let it go if it's appropriate to wear out to dinner. Okay, so that is guilt. Guilt that we spent money on it, guilt that it's a gift. By the way, stop giving clothes as gifts. Stop it. Don't do this. I know that you think you know people's style really well. You don't. You don't. It takes me, a stylist, I don't know, probably 30, 40 minutes with a client to really hone in on their style. When you buy something for someone, chances are you're buying something you would like to receive, and then you're going, oh, they'd really love this. I see more gifts kept out of guilt for the relationship rather than love for the item. Just don't give clothes as gifts. It's not a great gift. It is not. Give a gift card. I know it feels a little bit impersonal, but as a wife and a mom who always puts herself last in our house, it would be so nice to go pick out something that I love. Give somebody that experience rather than giving them a sweater without a gift receipt that they can't get rid of, and it's just clogging up their closets. And on behalf of all the items that I have seen in closets over the last 5 years that were gifts that people don't wear, I ask you not to give clothes as gifts anymore. All right, moving on. Now let's talk about memories. We remember when we did wear it, and we remember when we could wear it. Women have a sentimental attachment to clothes, right? We remember, oh, I wore that on my first date with my husband. Oh, I wore that, the day I found out I was pregnant. Oh, I wore that on my job interview. That's great. And they are wonderful memories, but you don't have to keep the clothes to have that memory. If you are somebody who is really attached to those memories, take a picture of it. If it's t-shirts from, 100 years of marathons and, birthdays and whatever, college t-shirts, make a memory quilt out of it. But your closet should be a boutique where you go shopping every day, not a museum full of artifacts from a past life or a storage facility for a future life, right? That's not what it's for. And when you are just hanging on to these memories, those are artifacts. They are not clothes. Your closet is made to hold your clothes. So let those things go. Take a picture. What I tell women to do is get a bin, like a Rubbermaid tote, right? And put things that are really important to you in there, the things that you can't part with because they are so important from a memory perspective. Your wedding dress does not have to count. That would probably take up the whole bin. But if there are really strong memories, what you wore, I don't know, the day you brought your first baby home from the hospital, or what you wore the day you got engaged, whatever it is, if it is so important to you, go ahead and put it in the bin. Let that be a time capsule, right? Your closet is not the time capsule. So give yourself a bin, but give yourself one bin. And what that means is that not everything can be important. I had a client who, and I love my clients, we know I love my clients. I had a client who saved clothes from her friend's bachelorette party. Okay, that is not like memory box worthy. That is not even your event. That is your friend's event. This is what, and I had somebody who had her sister's prom dress. I can acknowledge that your prom dress might be really important to you, but your sister's prom night probably wasn't. I hope it wasn't. That is not worthy of the memory box. So you have to be a little selective when you really narrow down your physical space to hold these memories. You have to be more selective. Not everything can be a, oh, I remember that moment kind of thing, right? I have to keep this backless top, my going out shirt, because my friend got engaged that night. Who cares, right? That's her event. You don't need to keep it. So that is memory of when we did wear something, and it is not a good reason to keep clothes in your closet. Now let's talk about the big one, and I intentionally left this off my blog post because I wanted to talk about it today a little bit more in depth. We remember when we could wear things. I don't know a woman, myself included, I'll be straight up honest, who does not have some clothes in her wardrobe that don't fit her currently, right? And in my case, you know, I have been up and down the scale like crazy in the last 2 years. So it is kind of a fluid thing, and I would hate to rebuy a bunch of stuff, but I have so many women who are going to get back in those clothes someday. Someday. Like I said in my blog post, go ahead right now, go find someday on your calendar. Go find it. I will wait. It does not exist. Someday does not exist. You can't find it on a calendar anywhere, right? Unless you are actively working toward a goal and you are seeing progress toward a goal, you don't need to keep those clothes. You need to have things that fit you right now, that you can wear right now, that make you feel good right now. That's it. That's what your closet is for. The first thing, if you have a lot of clothes that are not fitting you, that are too small, too big, too whatever, the first thing you got to do is get them out of your closet. Clothes that are too small do not motivate us the same way we think they would. They mock us in the morning, right? Because I have nothing to wear. Look at all those too small pants. But they don't motivate us all day long. I have never met the woman who's like, oh, I shouldn't have that dessert because I have a pair of pants at home that I can't wear. So they're not the motivating factor that we think they're going to be. So get them out of your closet. And then really decide, if I could wear this, would I wear this? Would I want to wear this? And my bongo jeans have kind of become a cult thing, and I think sort of a representation for what we all feel. But I realized that I'd been carrying this pair of jeans, and I literally wore them like one day. I was skinny enough one day in my life to wear these jeans, and I carried them around from like house to house over the course of 10 years. And one day I looked at them, I'm like, oh my God, these are bongo. Who wears bongo jeans? Do they sell bongo jeans anymore? I don't know. But you know, I'm a 40-some-year-old mother of two. Super low-rise bongo jeans probably aren't a thing for me anymore. Even if I could fit in them, I wouldn't wear them. So what am I hanging on to them for? So the bongo jeans had to go. So get them out of your closet. Decide if you could wear them, would you wear them? Styles change. They change even if you bought them and they were your favorites. They have to go if you would not wear them if you could. Once they're out of your closets, I want you to get a few more bins, hopefully not a whole lot, but I want you to put those clothes in a bin with a date on it. I don't care what the date is. If you've got 5 pounds to lose, give yourself a couple months. If you've got 6 or 10 pounds to lose, give yourself a little longer. I don't care if you put a date 3 years in the future on this bin, but give yourself a date. And on that date, try the clothes on. If they don't fit, they got to go. If they do fit, they can go back in the closet. What you're probably going to find is if they do fit, you're going to want to go shopping and you're not going to want to wear your old things. That's the irony of all this. We hang on to these clothes so we can get back into them someday. When we finally hit that goal, we go, oh, I don't want this old crap. I want to go shopping. So, you know, if you feel the need to hang on to them, put them in a bin, get them out of your closet. Don't look at them. Put them in a bin with a date on it. On that date, try them on. If they fit, they stay. If they don't, they got to go. So those are my 2 big reasons why women can't cut the clutter. Number 1, guilt. Number 2, memories. Neither one of those is serving you, right? The only thing that your closet should be is a container where the clothes that fit you, make you feel good, help you get dressed easily every day and reflect the style that you have today. That's what should be living in your closet. Everything else can go. And the reality is, I could come into your closet right now and get rid of 80% of what you own and you wouldn't have any less to wear. And you all know it's true. You're only wearing about 20%. Get rid of it. The fastest way to reduce your wardrobe stress is to reduce the amount of your wardrobe. Strip it down to what you're really wearing, what you really love, and you're going to find that your style takes a huge jump. We think it's the opposite. We're going to feel limited. We're not going to have anything to wear. It is absolutely the opposite. The fewer things that you have, the more freedom you have, the nicer the things you probably have are. So you know, it's time to cut the clutter, ladies. To do that, I have a free 5-day challenge coming up. It starts April 2nd. We are going to collectively, and this is actually a challenge I'm going to do with you because my closet's gotten a little out of control lately. We're going to cut the clutter, and it is phase 1 of my 3-phase closet cleaning system. You should never attempt to do the whole thing in one day. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So we're going to do phase 1 all together over the course of 5 days, about 20 to 30 minutes every single day. You're not going to try things on. You're not going to make a huge pile on your bed. We're just going, I'm going to teach you how to organize your closet, and I'm going to teach you what to get rid of. So I'm going to put the link for that in the probably up here in the video description. If not, it'll be down there in the comments. And I hope you will join me. I hope that you will sign up for it and begin to cut the clutter. You will be shocked at just the emotional lightening that you get when you get rid of all of that stuff that isn't working. So that's all I have for you. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Have a great weekend.